Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. Happy Friday, December 6th to everybody. This is my weekly recap. It goes out to all my subscribers, to my newsletter, and to anybody who follows me and subscribes to me on YouTube. What a week it's been. First of all, if you're interested in learning about me, come over to smartoptiontrading.com right here. Click on real-time option flow if you're looking to see everything I do, morning setups videos, nightly recap videos, all the flow during the day. I'm live 3.5, 4 hours a day with you guys, and we do a mentoring webinar every week. It's only $25 to try me out for a month, and if you're interested in learning, I do teaching. I teach people how to trade options, what you need to know as long as technicals. Click on one-on-one trading. All right, so to the markets today. If you look at this chart, you're going to say, what a week. And it really was not an easy week. And I want to point this out. You know, we put an all-time high in on the SPY, okay? Last Wednesday, the markets were closed. Thursday, you got a little bit of a pull Friday. Believe it or not, we put a new all-time high on the ES on Monday and Sunday night before the pull, and you got this big down move. And, you know, we had a lot of people down here saying, we're going lower, we're going lower, we're going lower. And I said on that day that the low might be in. I wasn't sure at first, and it was very tough, but we look at this hammer candle that developed. We stopped at the 21-day, and then we created what's called an island bottom. An island bottom is when you leave a gap, you gap down, and then you gap up, leaving everybody here that's short now trapped. You can make an island top as well, right? So right now, everybody who was short this market from Tuesday's low is trapped. And, you know, and they may have hung in yesterday because we didn't take the 8-day. I mean, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and on Thursday, we played with the 8-day, and they may have said, let's stay with it. And then we gapped up today on that jobs number, and now they're really trapped, and they've been scrambling to get out. You know, volume hasn't been special. Even the selling volume here wasn't big-time distribution volume. Notice how tight the Bollinger Bands are getting. Everything is still screaming up. I will say this on record, whether I'm right or wrong, time will prove. I don't believe the high is in for the year yet. I believe we're going higher. I believe we're going to take this high out and go. That said, we have 3 events to prepare for next week. We have the European Union, the England elections, which will impact Brexit. We have the Fed, and we have going to have a lot of China talk next week with the tariffs going into effect on the 15th. What made this market especially tough this week is if you go to a 5-minute chart and you grow out, is that we were gapped all day, all week long. We gapped, and then we did very little in the day. And you had a very flat market most of the day on these days, except for today we gapped, we pushed, and then we leveled out, making it very hard. So I didn't trade a lot. You know, I'm going to end the week green. I had a couple losers along the way. I lost some money on NVIDIA, Facebook, and Roku. I made money on Ulta and a lot of money on Roku and Square. Target I bought for long term. Made some money on VXX and some Disney. And, you know, I just found ways to make it work. And I kept things small this week just in case because I wasn't sure. My thesis still is the market's going up. I've been talking to everybody about that for a while, and I still think it's going higher. From a flow perspective, it was a very, very weird week. The best flow out there was those BMY. They were all over the 65s and 57s and 58 calls all week long, and those worked. BMY had a very nice week off of that. You can see that nice big move here, breaking out, pushing up to this high. Okay, not an all-time high, but nice move. You can see Bank of America. You had December 13th, 3450 calls, over 14,000 traded. Big size. This name doesn't move fast, but the nice move there. But these calls may or may not pay out because they decay, right? They're out of the money. You always got to be careful with out of the money calls on a name like Bank of America. Saw a lot of action in PayPal, but they got a short option there. There's your BMY calls. LB, we saw a big flow into LB December 13th, 20th calls, and it's been nothing but straight down since those calls came in yesterday. And sometimes you just have to realize that, you know, there's a head fake. They probably bought the calls and were selling the stock. And you can see it here, 2 days down, but it looks like somebody's looking for news. Late this afternoon, they came in. They've been hitting AAL. They bought over 12,000 of next week's 28 and 29 calls. I'm in some 28s now. I'm going to swing them. Looks like somebody looking for some news. Okay, FCX, December 13th, 12 calls. They hit hard here as well. Okay, nice big move here in this one. This one looks like it might be trying to break out. Same thing with X, which has also been sitting here trying to break out. Bottom line is, I know I'm talking fast, guys. There's some very, very nice action in the markets this week in individual names. It just wasn't every name. That's what makes it tough. You know, this market was not about every name. And if you're looking for the names that were paying the bills, it was Apple this week, right? I didn't trade Apple this week. Those who did got rewarded. Look at this 4-day move to a new all-time high. Think of beauty, showing incredible strength. That's the name you want to be in. You want to be playing with that. What else was really strong this week? Microsoft's having a nice day. Wasn't the strongest name, but trying to push back up here. Google put a new all-time high in this week. Nice move off the lows, right? Look at that, and they're showing the strength. Names like Procter and Gamble were strong this week. A little reversal today, topping candle there. So there were things to do. There were names that showed strength out there. The semis were out of play. I tried chasing Nvidia, got yanked in my face. AMD gave no reason to be in it this week. Gave a nice 2-day move, but showing it's not ready to go. Disney, for example, another name, just can't get back above the 8-day. Been weak here. Just saying it's tired. Roku, same thing. Talked about this. I lost a little bit of money yesterday on it because I thought maybe it was going to go in that gap, and it yanked. I got out on my call, saved myself a lot of pain. Here's your 2-day move. Now we'll see. Maybe it comes down and retests the 50-day. It would be a buy off of there. It likes to bounce off the 50-day. For what it's worth, Facebook, this name has become very, very, very difficult to trade. It pops and then drops all the time, and it's been doing it nonstop, and it has my attention focused elsewhere. I do think this name's going to go at some point, but right now it's just not interested. And, you take all this aside, markets look good. It's been a very, very nice, week in select names. Participation was thin. The banks participated. Nice move here. XLF breaking out. JP Morgan has been the superstar there. New all-time high. Goldman Sachs on news today. They woke up. I looked at the news. I didn't understand it fast enough, but look at that huge move on that one. So the banks are in play, and even energy is starting to wake up here with the news of the additional cuts from on OPEC. We'll see how this works. If crude goes higher, these will go. We'll look at some charts on these over the weekend. I'm still in RIG. I'm a little red on it. I've owned it for a while. I added some back in here. It's not a big piece of my portfolio, but I like having some exposure to energy. Schlumberger, a nice move today, pushing up. COP, another one, right? Breaking out. XOM. So we'll see if they come back for these. We'll see if some of these get going. Bottom line is, a lot going on next week. I'm bullish on the markets. We get through next week. We go quiet for the last 2 weeks of the year into the holidays and look for the Santa rally. I hope everybody's had a great, great week, and I will see you guys all charts tomorrow and on Monday morning. Take care, everybody.